Ba ba da ba, ba da ba, ba ba, ba ba ba. Yes, I am singing. Welcome, Facebook people. The stream will start in just a minute. I needed to get my voice in singing order for tonight. Not that I'm going to sing, but you just never know. Good evening, Scotland. Good evening, social media land. I hope you're well. I hope that you are surviving the COVID apocalypse, the crazy virus that has taken over our world and made us all a bit mental indeed. I am Mojax Happy. I am going live out of Edinburgh across the whole of the intranet. And yeah, I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Tonight we will be going back to our usual format of the COVID Chronicles and then COVID dates of the day and then the isolation games after last night's little quiet special and this morning's disaster as well. The disaster that was the morning show. My laptop decided not to do what it was supposed to do and then ended up just not wanting to do anything. So listen, I hope the sound's okay. So please, anybody there just now, please tell me if the sound's not okay. I'm just going to come off Instagram Live and go and check the sound on Facebook myself to make sure that it is working all right. Hold on a second. I don't want to be caught out with poor sound like I have done before, right? So we need to get on to Mojax Happy's page, Mojax Happy Live, and then we'll take it from there. Right, so hold on. Are we going live? Are we going live? Don't want to view the photo. Where is the live video? Where is the live video? There it is. There it is. There it is. Now hold on. Ah, yes. It's working. It is working good. Right, excellent. Right, we can go back to Instagram Live. Hi, Instagram as well. We are just putting you on so you can see what's going on. Okay, so where are we? Let me have a quick look. I want some just normal news things to talk about, some things that I like to talk about. First of all, my son Ruin, who's my second youngest son, he's not been well. He's had a bit of a temperature for almost 2.5, almost 3 weeks now. And he's had a bit of a sore throat about 2 weeks ago. But he doesn't have any of the coronavirus symptoms, the mainstream symptoms anyway, from it all. And I'll be honest, I'm very glad about this because the last thing I want is any of my children having the virus. It would not be great at all. So my personal news is that Rune's getting better. I'm very pleased that he's getting better, and he will end up. Well, I spoke to the doctor myself today, and he says, "Look, he's getting well. It's just that we can't get his temperature down. That's the only thing. So that's the only thing that we have to be remotely concerned about is his temperature. But apart from that, we are okay. So we are live on 3 platforms tonight. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and on my phone over here, I have put it onto Instagram Live as well, just to see Instagram folk coming across, see if they want to come and say hi. That's on the Mojax Happy one. I'm going to change it to the Mojax Loving Life one as well in a minute. So please, if you are in the... Yeah, it's a thanks, Cog. He's not 100%. Sorry, I just got distracted by a message from our favourite man in the whole wide world, Cognag. So long story short, Cognag is fixing his roof just now. He is going to be joining us in a little while. And if you are on Facebook or on YouTube, just come in, say hello on the chat so I know that you're there. If you are on Instagram, yes, Instagram, say hello there too. You're going to have about another 5 minutes on Instagram on that particular one. And then I'm going to go live on the other ones as well, just to give a wee shot to all my Instagram accounts. Other things that I've got in my personal news thing is let's have a quick look at. I need to basically bring up a screen. There we go. And we'll bring that one up like this. This is the Boris Johnson. Okay. Our Boris Johnson. Okay, let's just bring it up here. We have had now 563 more deaths in the past 24 hours in the UK of COVID-19. That is awful. Oh, actually, sorry. It's not the last 24 hours. It was last Wednesday. Beg your pardon. Okay. It would help if I read everything properly. Silly boy. Anyway, Boris has says another 563 people have died in the UK after contracting coronavirus, bringing the total number of deaths to 2,352. As Boris Johnson admitted, the UK needs to massively ramp up testing for the virus. Now, haven't the NHS been saying that very thing right from the start? I swear that Boris really needs to have a hardcore word with himself, because it's not good enough that that's the case. The Prime Minister, who is self-isolating in Downing Street after being diagnosed with COVID-19, said testing was how we would unlock the coronavirus puzzle and defeat it in the end. Now, again, the NHS have been saying this, and the World Health Organization, the World Health, that's the one that basically looks at not just the big picture, but the biggest picture. They have been wanting us to be doing testing for ages and ages and ages. But no. Boris wanted to shake hands with people in hospitals and brag about how tough he was. You'd be very glad to know that I've been shaking everybody's hands, and I'm sure that there was a few coronavirus patients in the hospital. Blah blah blah. I'm an idiot. Blah blah blah. I've got coronavirus now, and I'm self-isolating. Yes, I'm Boris Johnson. I will be suffering greatly. I'm your Prime Minister. Good night. Lunatic. Absolute lunatic. Why would he even remotely do that? Okay, that's what gets me. Boris Johnson is not great. Okay, NHS staff have expressed NHS staff have expressed frustration that they're being forced to self-isolate just as they are most needed, because tests are not available to show whether they are clear or have the disease. The number of deaths announced on Wednesday, which was basically yesterday, okay, which happened, was it yesterday or was it Wednesday? Hold on, we're on Thursday, 2nd of April, Thursday, that's right. Okay, the number of deaths announced on Wednesday, which happened in the 24 hours between 5 p.m. on Tuesday, was the UK's biggest day-on-day increase so far for the coronavirus outbreak. So let's go back to how much it was. How much is that again? 563 more COVID deaths because Boris Johnson is a twat. Okay, Bojo is a Mongo. He is an idiot. A first-rate idiot. I can't stand the man, and I couldn't stand him before, but now don't have time for him whatsoever. Quick hello to the people that are watching from Facebook. Hello, please say hello there on the old chit chat so I know who I'm seeing and I can interact with you far better. I like speaking to people. Okay, so that is about it there. Let's have a quick look and the breakdown of the deaths. There have been basically from Tuesday going into Wednesday, just yesterday and the day before, 486 deaths in England. Total of 2,137 people have died from this. in England. Scotland had 16 more deaths. That's a total of 76 in Scotland, 29 more deaths in Wales. Can you believe Wales, okay, has less population than Scotland, and they have had more deaths than Scotland? It's not a league table, I know, but that surprises me. That surprises me. That's a bit crazy. Don't understand why that is at all. Hi, Tracy. How are you today? I hope you're well. Listen, Tracy, you and your people are doing a fantastic job in keeping the lights on. I have no idea how difficult it is for you guys to work in these circumstances. You're not just key people, you are the key people of the key people. Nothing runs without electricity. Lady in my chat just now, Tracy, okay, a very good friend of mine, a sister from another mother, okay, or whatever way I can make that rhyme, all right? I just want to say right now, okay, Tracy works for a big energy company, and if you get me some free t-shirts, I'll say the name Tracy. I'm only joking. But I just want to say that it's her job to ensure that the networks are working properly, do all the communications through it. She's somebody with tremendous responsibility within the organization, and I just want to say, I love you. I could not be sitting here cozy with lights on, looking funky with my amazing lights, all right, without you doing your job. I wouldn't have a window to the world, Tracy, okay, to everything that's going on without you. Okay, sister from another mister, thank you very much for that. That is perfection. No, you don't love me more. That's not possible. It isn't. We're having a loving. Tracy and I are having a loving. We are indeed loving. Okay, I'm so pleased that you're here with me tonight. I really am. I've said on Facebook, to you that you guys are just amazing, but to say it here live with this and with more people watching this back every day, it means a lot to me that there's people like you going out. I'm unfortunately stuck in the house for the next 11 weeks. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not allowed to. Doctor says. Government didn't say so. They never sent me a letter because they're a bunch of gits. They're run by Boris. Okay, but my doctor, when I phoned him, said, hey, you're not going back to Asda. Here's a letter. Go and sit on your butt in the house. Okay, listen. That is my personal news for the day. We've got 2 articles that we want to talk about. We're going to talk about what's going on in Catalonia, and we're going to talk briefly about what's going on in Moscow. So let us have a quick look at the COVID Chronicle. Righty-ho, so we are going to have a quick look at the COVID Chronicles, and in the back room waiting just now we also have Cognac. So I'm going to bring in the old Cognakers, the Nakaroonies. Here he comes just now. Oh, where's he gone? There he is. Hey, good.
Excellent.
Yeah, you're nice to see you, brother. How are you? How's power today?
So far so good. Just did a little fix on the vent from the inside this time, because as I told you, I had stepped through it.
Only you could step through a vent in your roof, man. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I don't know if you watched a bit of the old show just before.
I did get to catch a little bit of it.
Crazy, the horrible amount of deaths in the past 24 hours in the UK. Yeah. It's not been a wonderful time, to say the least. And then a good friend of mine called Tracy came on, and Tracy is a person of exceptional responsibility working for a large power organisation. And she's running the campaign in this terrible time just now to keep the lights running. Basically keep the lights. What's it again, Tracy? If you're still there, keep the lights on. Is it just keep the lights on? Anyway, she's a girl. She's the one that basically makes sure that the power is running right the way through the UK, or specifically Scotland. So I
That's
just
awesome.
wanted to say a big ass thank you to the wonderful Tracy and her team. Okay,
That
which
is
is good. Okay, so we're going to talk about two different parts of the world in the COVID Chronicles today, Cog. We're going to be talking about Catalonia because I've got a friend in Catalonia, and let me just grab my phone. I got a message from him on Facebook Messenger today. Goodbye, Instagram Live. We'll be back in a minute. Yes, I was kind of going live on Instagram Live as
no, I
well.
like how you have it kind of cross streaming from different directions.
Well, this was just purely because I wanted to let other people see what was going on, you know,
Most
which is
epic.
great. So I want to talk about first of all what's going on in Catalonia from an international point of view. So let me just bring
Okay.
up this particular thing, right? So this is the Financial Times, dated from a few days ago. That picture, okay, it says Catalonia clashes with Madrid over coronavirus lockdown. Um, Basically, if you don't know what the difference is between Catalonia and Spain, Catalonia is a province or a region of Spain that is desperately trying to get its independence in a very similar way that Scotland wants to be independent from the UK. I've got friends, a chap that used to come and stay with us in the summer to learn to speak English. His name's Eric. He is like a brother from another mother. I eventually got the rhyme right. It was a sister from a mister for Tracy, and for Eric, it's a brother from a different mother. Um, Basically, in Catalonia, there's since last Thursday, a week ago today, there's been 11,500 confirmed cases just in Catalonia. Catalonia is roughly the same size as Scotland, maybe a wee bit bigger. And they have cities like Barcelona and things. That is an unbelievable amount of people. 670 dead, you know. And the Spanish government basically just wants to shut it all down. But I want to read, let me bring up Eric's message. Where is he? Eric. And I'm going to read it out to you, the story that he sent me. It says, Hiya, brother. Today is day 19 for the lockdown in Catalonia. We are well, but it seems like we're living in a war. We need permission to go outside to the supermarket. And if you don't have it, you will pay a fine or even go to prison. But people here in Catalonia are doing their best to follow the guidelines. Well done to them all, but the rest of Spain is really being stupid. Stupid Spain. Okay, just yesterday, the president, um, confined everybody, sorry, except the emergency services. This is an absolute necessity. While here we're doing it from 2 weeks ago. So Spain is 2 weeks behind
Okay.
Catalonia. You know, Catalonia. Not enough
Oh, okay.
personnel to not enough personal protective equipment for doctors and nurses. We have the same problem in the UK, and not enough respirators for 6 people. We also have the same problem in the UK. Um, so basically, they are choosing people who will live and who will die. That's awful. It's a terrible situation, and the whole world um, wants to riot with these politicians. He's saying the people that he's got friends all over the world, they just want to fight with these politicians because they get angry. He won't sleep. Eric's finding it difficult to sleep, and it's such a sad shame that this is happening. But at home, Miriam, his wife, is working with her computer at home, and he's taking care of the children, doing crafts, playing games, and stuff like that. Now I can be with them. I must seize the opportunity to be with my family. Many things have to change of human mentality. How are you okay? And how are the wee ones? And how is my mummy? Because he used to call my mummy mummy as well when he came every summer. Eric is some boy, and to hear the words from a different part of the world is kind of like wow. You know, it's to hear them. It makes me. It kind of grinds home that it's not just on my doorstep. It's not. You know, I know what's going on in California. I know what's going on in different parts of America. You do know this. You realize this, but it's kind of crazy to think that um, it is when you hear stories like that. It makes it all too real. It's not just a fantasy on the radio. You know, I mean, how do you feel about things like that just now, Cog?
Actually, I had a letter sent to me to share on your show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Two people very well known to me, and so no names in place of course, not being said.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still see me and hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, so personal. So as we all know, from multiple levels of government requiring individuals to implement social distancing and remain home have ceased widespread disruption on the economy. Unfortunately, we are no exception to the impacts of COVID-19, and our revenues has contracted severely. We all hope that the current public health crisis and the measures taken to protect the public health will only be a short-term situation. It is with the heavy hearts that we have decided that effective 4/1/20, we must terminate your employment with blank. We are immensely
Wow.
grateful for the efforts you have made on behalf of blank. We hope that you will be able to quickly find alternate employment, and you can rest assured that you will have a positive reference from us. Wishing you health, safety, and all the best.
That's incredible. Well, I mean,
So
what do
it
you
is
do? Is that somebody basically just getting laid off because of everything? Whereabouts? Which state's
two.
that in? Are
So
you allowed to tell me what
it's
state that's in?
It's two people. It's two people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was here in California.
Wow,
And
that's terrible. What a shame. What a
uh,
shame.
it was my mom and my grandmother.
Oh my God.
I figured I would
My
say
heart
that way
goes
so
out
only
to
you
them.
could hear. So that way you can, yeah.
Yeah, my heart goes out to them. That's such a
Uh,
shame.
so it's a
Oh man, I hate it when you know when good people, when bad things happen to good people.
yeah.
It's always heartbreaking, you know, and this is affecting a lot of people like that. My father is a hairdresser, okay, and he's self-employed. He has his own salon. He's technically retired now. He doesn't need to work, but he enjoys working. But he's gone into isolation, but he's not financially. It's obviously it's not great for him, but he does have a pension and things that he can operate from presently, and he technically doesn't have to work. It just means work allows him to go traveling. So he's not essential. Simply because he's a hairdresser and he wants everybody to look good and feel human with a
See,
good haircut. One of the reasons I'm consistently wearing a hat just now is I don't like my hair just now. It's an absolute mop. I do have
I just
clippers. I
throw a
could
bunch
go
of gel in
like
mine.
and go Schindler's List over my head and do
Schindler's List over here.
yeah, well, you know, Schindler's List right over the head, get it completely bald, ready to go. But nah. It's like when your father's a hairdresser, you've got to have good hair. It's like if your dad was a dentist, you better have good teeth. You know, that's just the way it goes for it all. Um, the next little article in the COVID chronicles is what's going on in Moscow. So I've got a video report. It's about 2 minutes long that I want to play. It's on YouTube. Let me just see if this works. Hopefully it will work. It worked when I tested it earlier on. Here we go.
As far as photo ops go, this seemed like a good one for Vladimir Putin. He put on a bright yellow hazmat suit and gas mask and toured Moscow's main infection.
That's Putin in a hazmat suit. Can you believe that? Putin in a hazmat suit. Now take a look at him. He's in a yellow hazmat suit. Look at the guy next to him. The guy next to him, all right, is just wearing a t-shirt and a mask, and he's probably looking at Putin going, "What the hell are you wearing, brother? It's not that bad." But you know what? Putin's right. You
Disease
should be wearing
hospital
that.
with top coronavirus doctor Denis Protsenko. But not before he shook Protsenko's hand, rode in a small elevator together, and spent a lot of time not practicing social distancing. Today, Protsenko acknowledged
Right. So the next leader that is going to get the virus is going to be Putin, because he wasn't putting himself in the right place, was he? He was putting it out there. I had
I
to
guess
get those Putin
proof
puns
is in the
in.
Putin.
That's almost as bad as mine, man. Come on. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Tested positive, sending Russian state TV into a frenzy. It's around everyone now. It's even around the president. All of those who are supposed to save us from corona, exclaimed the host. It's unclear if Putin is now in isolation. He's only been seen since alone in a teleconferencing room where he ordered Russians to quit ignoring directives to stay home.
Just want to say, Putin is a man I would not mess with at all. He's like any politician. He's a bit sort of power handsy. He wants to keep power. We give him a bad name in the press, but I've got unfortunately, I've got a handle on Russian politics quite well because my wife's Russian, and I hear things from my family over there, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But there's going to be a lot of people that would be upset in Russia if Putin ended up with the virus. It's a bit crazy.
2 days ago, Moscow parks were full of people having large group picnics and barbecues, which prompted the city's mayor to order a near lockdown of the capital. We're scared, this woman told our crew. I hope to God people listen and stay inside. Independent Russian journalist Denis Strukov says the capital can likely cope with the deluge of cases, but other regions won't be so lucky.
If we imagine that we are going to have a disease, this virus, all over Russia, in every region, it's going to be not just bad. It's going to be way worse than the United States. There is no really, there is no effective system of medical care.
But even with the coronavirus stalking the highest levels of the Kremlin, Putin's administration still managed to seize an opportunity for a propaganda win. Russia has already sent plane loads of humanitarian aid to China and Italy, and today Putin offered help to Donald Trump, which he apparently accepted.
There you go,
Good.
Trumpy boy, getting
Yeah.
a wee handout from the Putin. Putin is
I'm
putting
glad.
his hand in his pocket for America. You know, there you go. I could do that all day. I could actually say that all day long. I'm going to see how many more times I can get away with a Putin pun about that. Let's just finish the video because it's
I guess you could call it
it's
Putin
worth,
talk.
worth finishing.
Chris Brown, CBC News, Vancouver.
Yeah, then that's it done. Amazing.
Oh, that's pretty fast.
Right, let me just get rid of that page right now.
As
Yeah, unbelievable.
That's some pretty gnarly stuff going on.
Yeah, it's in Russia. It's going to be the next big tragedy because my wife says the Russians think they're invincible from this. Because they started off with hardly anybody getting it, which was the same attitude that we had in the UK as well. It was like there wasn't many people, and then woof, in the past couple of weeks, loads of people. It's a bit insane. However, even like a doctor, one of their sort of YouTube sort of doctor type people, I can't remember his name, heard a rumor that if you'd had your tuberculosis shot as a kid, it would make you immune to COVID-19. And when my wife said that to me, I said, "What?" And she says, "Well, not everybody over here's got it. That's why it's been had." I said, "And who did you hear this from?"
That's saving his
Dr.
headache.
Komaropatov or whatever his name is. And I says, that's absolute nonsense. Nonsense of the first degree. Simply
That literally-
because I've had my BCG. I've had 2 tuberculosis jabs. I had one as a baby and I had one when I was in high school. And everybody gets them in high school. And I wasn't mocking my wife because I don't mock my wife because I love her very much. But it infuriated me to think that somebody had actually said that to make people feel more secure about the virus. It will make no difference having a tuberculosis shot or not.
And
It doesn't
as
do
the
that at all.
public,
So
we
what?
kinda have to believe what we're told from our uppers,
Mm.
because that is what we get, and we have to take
That
with
is
what
very
they
true.
say. But now it
It is.
seems like everyone's gonna have to take it with like a grain of salt, as they say.
No, it's totally true. It's you get the information. There's so much conflicting information. Like today, I learned that there's actually 8 official strains of this virus going around the world.
Wait,
8.
8 different strains?
8 different strains in their RNA and their DNA. Okay, and some of them have different symptoms. I mean, I could be sitting here, okay, um, with the virus and not know it right now, this very second. You know,
So
I wouldn't know.
they say it only, so when it jumps from the animal to human population, states that that is what starts the mutation. But
That's
how
correct.
could it, so you're saying this one has mutated 8 different times, so that means from us, from animal to us, mutated once, from us back to animal, mutated twice, back and forth, it mutated 8 times,
Hmm. Well,
essentially.
it's not a case of it just. I mean, I'm not a scientist. For me to turn around and speculate
That's just, yeah.
anything at all about that, it wouldn't be fair for me to
It's
do
just how
so.
I kind of, yeah, I just, that's kind of how my brain sees it
Hmm.
on from what they, that's all they have to kind of give us. There's not a lot of information they say on it. It's very,
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
a not very
No,
known thing.
it's
So
there's 8 different strains, whether that's mutation or engineered. Just thought I'd put
oh
that out there.
goodness, that's the one that I'm, yeah, that's the one I'm afraid of.
You know, an engineer. Now, I don't feel that I'm going to have to put a tinfoil hat on and go into conspiracy theories about this. There's enough nonsense about that, and I think that we can talk about stuff like that, you know, later on. Let's just deal
Mhm.
with the situation presently. I
Got
mean,
it.
Moscow has been officially locked down, brutally locked down. I briefly touched on it last night. So, if you want to leave your house in Moscow, you have to go online and apply for a pass. The pass number then gets attached to your personal ID through a number on your telephone. So you have to show your cell phone and your ID. Okay, if you don't do that, you will get a, wait for this, I think I told you what it was last night, I had it confirmed, a 1 million ruble fine. That is about £10,000, so that is approximately $15,000 maybe. Now, that works. It's keeping people indoors.
It's, and if people don't start listening, and if
Hmm.
this is not something they're going to be able to get used to, like over there, they're obviously,
Yeah,
um, they're gonna do it because that's what they're told to do from the get go.
that's
Like
correct.
here in the
It's
U,
like
I
a
would
case
say
of
here in
like
the
they,
U.S. There's
well,
been a lot of leeway, so and it'll now be hard to jump straight to that where we could have just started from
it's
that
going to
from
have
the
to
get go.
happen. We're going to go into a more draconian lockdown if people don't start getting their fingers out. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Vanessa is in uh, Georgia.
Uh huh.
They get fines over there right now.
They get what?
They're getting fined over there right now. She said
Right.
when they're, if they're not going to a store or coming back from a
Mm-hmm.
store or a necessity, they can get fined out there. But it's not anything like that. Fine's immaculate compared to theirs.
Well, we get fined over here as well. People have been fined in Edinburgh. We do fines for £60. If you've got no reason to be out and
Oh, I
you're
think theirs are like
just being
six hundred
silly.
dollars.
I think it should be more than £60. I think there's people that can afford to pay £60 would be happy doing it, that are assholes enough to go out and just be stupid. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
really one for staying indoors. To be perfectly honest, I am now going live as well just now on a different Instagram channel. Hey there, Star Fox. Just going live on here. I'm also on YouTube and Facebook just now doing Radio Apocalypse. I just thought I'd come live onto a bit of Instagram to say hello to people, to show them what I do while I'm going live. So come and join us on Facebook or on what's it called, on YouTube. You can get the links in the link tree. You'll find me there. Link tree's on the bio. I'd love to see you, and then say hello when you come into chat. There, be good to see us.
Yee.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Yeah, if you my problem with what Moscow are doing, okay, and I want you to think about this for a second, Cog, right? Um, what happens if you need to go to the shops and you don't have a cell phone? How do you get that number to go to the shops? How can you do it legally? Do you not think that it's a little bit draconian in the first
You're
place?
gonna
It's a bit crazy,
people are
isn't it?
gonna have to so this is The only thing I could think of, and this isn't going to work for everybody, but you'd have to. Oh, hello.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Oh, my thing cut out for some reason for a second. You're just gonna have to, whether you like your neighbors or not,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to suck it up. And if they're neighbors you like, it'll be easier to say, "Hey, could you by chance use one of your phones or apps to either get me food or a
Yeah.
delivery, and I'll pay you over the fence."
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
if they're a
That's fine.
neighbor that hates you, then you're gonna have to offer them like kind of more money for the
That's right.
service.
We've got a sense of community. We need to have a sense of
Mm.
community.
We
Let me
help each
just
other.
say, have a
Gotta
quick
help each
hello
other.
to somebody that's joined us in YouTube, Vertuzo. I just want to say, is that my oldest son watching me just now? You just say yes or no, young man, because I'd love to know if that's you or somebody has stolen your name. Truly, truly. Let me just wave to a couple of people here on Instagram Live. We are also live on Facebook. And yes, it is. Oh my God, my son is on Facebook, on YouTube watching me. So that's a big ass deal for me.
I'll
Cognag,
be good.
no swearing. Okay, behave. All right, be a good boy. I'm only joking.
I'll be
You're
really
more of
good.
a gentleman than me on these things. Right, listen, that is the story of Moscow, the lockdown in Moscow just now, and Putin being a bit silly and potentially being in isolation as well. Which is kind of friggin' crazy. So we're going to go on to our next article point, which is Corona Idiots of the Day. Right, yes. Corona Idiots of the Day. This is where we like to look at people that are complete and utter crazy and not wonderful to do with the coronavirus. And I just wanted to bring up one particular, well, it's actually two. It's on Twitter, actually. I'm just going to get it shared just now. 1 second. I need to find it, make sure that we don't jump into it first, and we should be fine. Hold on. It just takes a second or so for Twitter to catch up. There we go. Right. So, this is to do with some churches in America, all right? And what's happening, there's this thing called tithing. I don't know if you've heard this before, or tenthing, sometimes it's called as well. Hold on, have I brought up the right one here? Let me just see. Hold on. Nope, it's I brought up the Facebook one. We don't want the Facebook page. We want the Twitter page. How unprofessional. Right, 1 second. Are you doing a dance for my son, Cognac? You really are. You're mental. Oh, right, here we go. Right, so let me quickly look at this. Right, we've got it on the screen. Excellent. Right, so what we've got is we've got this church in America, right, that basically runs. What am I looking at? I'm looking at my screen here, man. Look, sorry, see, because I'm streaming. Sorry, somebody was asking me a question on Instagram. Come and join us on YouTube or Facebook. You can come and join us there, man. That you can come and have a wee chat. It'd be amazing. Right. So back to Twitter. So this article is basically a church in America that in this particular crazy time still wants its money from its parishioners. And it says, since we will not be attending church meetings, hold on. Since, where is it? Bring it back up again. Push the wrong button. There we go. Since we will not be attending church meetings, I'm asking all members with a bank account and with the ability to pay online to set up your account and take advantage of the available technology. You know, insane. The link is in my link tree there, Slimmercat Mac, Mr. Mac. It's in the link tree in my bio for both Facebook and for YouTube. Okay, come and say hello in the chat. Love to see you. So basically, they are wanting their donations for the church, All right, just continue. Now, I've got nothing against churches, okay? I've got nothing against people of faith. I'm a practicing Roman Catholic myself. I may not go to Mass all the time, but I do sit and speak to God in my own way. And I find faith a deeply personal thing. I will never, ever mock somebody for their beliefs or their faith. Okay, that's not what it's about. What it's about to me is that personal thing. But how? Why? In this crazy time where people are going to be like dropping their income and having a difficult time to pay for things anyway, why would the church want to do that? Okay, they should be able to take a step back and provide the help for people. You know, that's what I find kind of crazy. What's your opinion on giving the church some money, Cognag?
You know what, this might be one where I will case and state my opinion to you later.
All right, fair enough. I get that. It's fine. You can hold back that
But I think
opinion
people could
until
actually just from that response, I'm pretty sure people will, and my facial expression, people will understand.
do you know what? There's nothing wrong with having an opinion about anything at all to do with faith. My straightforward opinion to do with them is, as long as you're doing no harm, that's great. The moment that you do harm with your faith and religion, then it's not what it's meant to be. Okay, I'm sure that God or the Force or Yoda, Allah, Yahweh, whomever you pray to, okay, whomever you pray to, do not want us to turn around and kill each other, stone each other to death, rape women, have wars in their name. You know, that to me does make no sense whatsoever. You know, right. So enough about the churches and still wanting to gather as much money as possible. Okay, they will have to deal with God, or God will deal with them directly when they move on to the next world. Now, the next little bit of Corona idiots is to do with spring break, which I believe has just started or finished in America.
Spring break was
Now, this is an
horrible.
older article. It's crazy. This is an older article. We've got here, spring breakers regrets. If I get corona, I get corona. Wow.
That guy on the green hat, that guy with the green hat,
Yeah.
if you scroll up,
Yeah.
that's the friggin'
Yeah.
dingbat I saw on the news. He had the
Yeah.
weirdest
Yeah,
things to
he's
say about it. The one, yeah, that said, oh goodness.
totally,
Yeah,
totally.
you know,
I mean, what a complete prick. Let's just face it. He's why on earth at the best of times, right? Okay, just now, okay, is it more important as a millennial, as a teenager, as an early 20s, as anybody? Why is it so important to go and party? Okay, people are dying because of that. People, it's like, you know, throw a stone in a pond and the ripples cast out to the whole pond. He's that stone. And they're all
Yeah.
stones. And they've just basically infected each other. One person there would infect everybody at that party. And then
and they're
everybody goes
all
out and
from
infects
different parts
everybody.
of the US. They're all college
Yeah,
kids and
exactly.
stuff like that. So they're all coming
It's
from
crazy.
everywhere and going back everywhere. That was, yeah, it was
insane.
baffling.
It's truly, truly, truly insane to think that my son has just put up a comment saying, I pray to Yoda. We're going to have a talk about that, all right? We're going to have to talk about Yoda. He's a fictional character. Some people say God is also a fictional character, okay? But God is who you make him. If you want to pray to Yoda, though, my son, you can pray to Yoda, all right? If I get any nasty comments because my son wants to pray to Yoda, I will blame him entirely. I'm only joking. I'm not going to get nasty
I've
comments.
heard he comes in the form we want to see him in most, right? So that just means he'll
Yeah.
get the honor of seeing God as Yoda.
Yeah, that's cool. I treat we'll talk listen, we'll talk more towards the end of this about my opinions to do with God, religion, and what I think it is, even though I am a practicing Roman Catholic. All right. That is Corona Idiots of the Day, where we're going to move on to the isolation games just now, and I've got something very interesting from Facebook to talk about with that. Hey, The isolation
I
games
don't.
are as what? What was that about?
I don't know
Where
if
did
I'll
that
get
come
in
from?
trouble for that. That's from that lady on TV or something.
No, you'll never get into trouble, man. You're too charming to get into trouble. I know, far too charming. Yes. Anyway, the isolation games is a part of the show towards the end, where we like to talk about things that are quite positive, all the good things that people are doing in the world. Have you done anything good today, Cognag, apart from fix your vent that you put your foot through? Did you give your mum a socially acceptable isolating type hug? You know, an air hug from a distance. Hey, mom, air hug. You know, or an elbow
You know,
five.
uh, I I we jazzed it up at a distance.
Ah, you and your mama jazzed it up. We like a good jazz time. I don't do the jazz anymore.
It
I
helps her
like
put up with
listening to
me.
jazz, and I like watching other people play jazz. You know, but unfortunately, jazz and me, we've got a past relationship, a good relationship, and we parted on good friends. And jazz knows that jazz can't come into my life the way it used to. And some will be
I'm
wondering
gonna.
what the hell I'm talking about.
It's
You know? It's okay. Yeah, he knows what jazz is, and if he doesn't, you'll be asking me tomorrow. And don't write on it, Virtuoso, on the comments just now what you think jazz is. Just stop typing right now, okay? He's up at his mum's house. He's up at his mum's house. And so he's like 10 minutes drive from me just now. And I can wave to him through many walls in other people's houses, but he can't see me. And I've not actually seen him properly for, it'll be going on 3 weeks on Sunday since I've actually seen him. I'm not used to that. It's taking its toll upon me, but I can deal with it. Right. Anyway, positive things. You listened to some jazz with your mama, which is
Louisiana
great,
status.
which is good. My mama came round this afternoon, and she had some soup. You know, which I made beautiful soup today, for us all. We have a lot of soup in this house. We usually have it for lunch all the time. It's a Russian thing actually. Soup
Nice.
goes with every meal in Russia. Just because it can get cold over there, and they do it fresh all the time. It's delicious.
We did the
What
rum
else did
and
I do
eggs
today?
thing.
Yes, yes. I took the rubbish out today. It was the first time I ventured outside of the house for over a week. So I had to go through all my decontamination, anal decontamination. That is not decontaminating my butt, but I am completely anal about decontamination in the house. If you'd seen my bite or my TikTok about the gunfight at the COVID corral, you know,
I was
yeah,
gonna
did you
get
like
ready
it?
to try to do it with you. I made a
Yeah,
bottle of
yeah.
sanitizer spray too.
That's
Smells
good,
good.
man. You just duet that. You just duet the crap out of that one in TikTok. All right, that's good. So yes, let me bring up on the screen this Facebook page. It's a Scottish pair of lassies. Oh come on, let's just get you up here. Where are we? We'll go here just now. That's me, and there's Cognag and me. Good. Right. So they are a Scottish, I think they're sisters, and they have a little band called Really Jiggered. Really is a
That's awesome.
play on a word for like the Apesome Reel, which is um, a, a, a ceilidh dance, like a Scottish country dancing dance. And I'm just waiting for their video to come up. They're actually set up their instruments on the, hey, oh my goodness, I just want to go on to Instagram live just now and say, oh my goodness, Mr. Enlightened Idiot, I love you, man. If you're still on there just now, we are live on YouTube and Facebook as well, doing my radio show called Radio Apocalypse. You will find the actual links in the link tree in my bio if you want to come and say hello as well. This is the man. This is the man from Vine that changed my life, got me involved with Team Pangea, and there was no looking back for me. It was just crazy. So if you want to come and join us, man, you're welcome to come and join us. I've just put in the what's it called, the Instagram live here, so people on Instagram can see what we're doing. It's quite interesting. Look, there's my live stream all set up on the laptop, and I have an interesting professional-looking background to make myself look decisively handsome. That's just it. That's what we do every night from midnight, every morning from 9:15, which is crazy. Let me get back to my show. Right, so let's see. Has that come up? Yes, it has. Excellent. So I'm going to play parts of this video from time to time just now.
Well, hello and good evening. It's
Listen
5
to that
o'clock,
Scottish accent.
and we are going to do our live on the drive
Where is
gig.
it? There it is. There it is.
Just here.
Hold on. There we go. There we go.
Getting all our pedals all organised. So as you can see in bonnie Scotland, it's a lovely day. We have some blue skies.
We're not going to play
We've
all
got
of this
some
because it's
grey
like
clouds.
35 minutes long, right? But
Grey
if I can
clouds
get
all
where's the
over
scrolling bar?
all
Oh man,
over the place and all the bose
I
systems.
want
so
the
hopefully
bar
it'll
to
stay
scroll.
okay. We've got 11
Because
people
I want to get to
on.
the
Nice
music.
to see you all.
Yeah, nice to see you
So we're
too.
all set up.
But we
We've
want to
got
hear the music.
our music here on the go.
Yeah. So basically, what they're doing, right, is they're setting up and they're playing music on their driveway, okay, at the front of their house, having a concert for all their neighbors. All right.
Oh,
this
that's
is friggin'
awesome.
It's great. And do you know something? It's fantastic music as well. It's proper kind of like funked up, rocky,
Nice.
Scottish country dancing music. It's fantastic.
That's awesome.
What can I say? Look, it's, and I wish I could scroll ahead
we're
with
hoping
it.
that
But
our
where's the
neighbours
scroll
will
bar?
come to their windows.
Yes, we
And
know
we'll
your
be doing a
neighbours are at
shout
the
out for
windows.
all the different
Yes, we know that. Come on. I will get rid of that chat part. This had a scroll bar.
streets in
scroll
Guruk, so shout out if you can.
While
if you
you're
can
while
hear
you're
us.
on the thing, do
so
you have
we've
the?
got
Can you press the
25
fast
Yeah.
forward
people
key on your
well done
keyboard? Does
listening.
it actually move it?
26. Hello, it's nice to
Yes,
see ya.
you're a genius.
So
Getting lessons at
Yo.
from
26 people
Cog.
all signed up
Right,
already.
we're gonna skip ahead 10 seconds
So
so,
do
we
you-
get to the music. That's their mum. She was holding the camera. Okay, and hold on.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna do it. Hang on. Go on. Catch up with it. I want you to hear the music because it's right. Okay, that's their back. Oh, here we go. Here we go. They're gonna play. Shh, 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 shh. Wait till they go mental. They go mental. They're great. Let's just listen. Just listen. Oh. Why is that screen not sharing? Can you see that screen? We're having trouble connecting. This often is caused by an unstable. Hey, can you hear me, Cog?
I can hear you. Sorry, I muted it so I can listen to this
Yeah,
song.
that's
I can see it.
right. That's cool. For it's. I'm going to close down all the other windows that I've got open just now. I don't need them anymore. Ah, there we go. Music. There we are. Isn't that beautiful? Such a beautiful song.
Now this kind of music is the reason I played RPG games growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, like World of Warcraft. That's a really good example of the music.
We'll talk why at the end. I'm just waiting for the girls just to kick off in a second. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
My neighbors, get your hands up in the air.
Go on, all the neighbours are going to be clapping, man. Let's just go crazy. We're two wee lassies from Clap. Oh, I don't know where they're from. But wow.
This is so cool.
I know they're just playing on their driveway. This is what the isolation games is all about. This is people doing things outside of the box that they don't usually do. Okay, can you imagine if we didn't have the COVID-19
I feel like I'm watching
virus,
The Witcher.
Yeah, God, yeah, but with cars and girls in the driveway playing electric guitars and electric fiddles. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Their music live is beautiful. That's epic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, whoa, what's that?
Honestly, that's a pedal.
Oh,
That's a
it's a
wah-wah pedal.
reverberator.
Yeah, man, he's a wow up it. It's crazy shit, man. It's totally crazy. I can't get over it. It is beyond everything. Yeah. Vertuzo has just said it sounds like the Elder Scrolls or World of Warcraft. It really does. It really does. But do you know something? This is. I'm going to see if these girls will come on and maybe play something for us. Sometime. But I'm taking them off the stream now because listen, they are called Really Jiggered. All right,
Really
as in Reely Jiggered. All right. Oh man, I just stop playing. Stop playing. That's good. Thank you.
Really Jiggered.
They're called Really Jiggered. Reely Jiggered. Jiggered. And they have a Facebook page, a Facebook Live type page. So you want to go look them up, give them a like, give them some love, say that you heard from them here. If you're watching this back tomorrow,
their music's going to be all over the back.
Bones Attain from Bites has just joined us live on Instagram. Bones Attain, how are you? I'm going to send you a wave. We are live on YouTube and Facebook just now. We're just about to finish the show for the night. But I decided that I would have a little bit of Instagram live so people could see what we're doing. All you do is hear me speak. You can't hear Cognag speak just now. You can't hear the beautiful Scottish music that we were just playing there just now, and all that. So the links are in the link tree on my bio. Come and join us for the last couple of minutes. And if you ever want to be on the show, just get in contact. We'll have you. I would happily have you speaking to us because you are some serious gentleman. Just come and join us here. Look, see, streaming on the laptop, looking professional with the backlighting. It has to be done. It has to be done. Right. Okay. Finishing up for today with the Really Jiggered girls. Okay. I just want to say, wow, they are astounding. Yeah. Go to Facebook, give them some love, give them some likes, and say to them that Mojack's Happy would love to have them interview. Tell them that we're a tiny little stream, but more people watch us back than actually view us live. But hopefully that will change. They had, let's see how many people.
Their music would also
video.
be perfect for a soundtrack of Vikings. So their music styling is freaking, it's epic. Thank you. That was a good share, man. Good share.
I'm just looking about how many views that they have had of that video, and it looks like 252,000.
Wait, how long ago did they make the video?
I don't know. Just recently.
That
was live on Saturday. Saturday. Wow. Yeah, and they have had 2,345 shares. 2 lassies from Edinburgh. From Scotland, not from Edinburgh. From Scotland, playing music on their driveway to entertain the neighbours, having fun, just doing their thing. It's astounding. Astounding. You couldn't find the channel on YouTube, Mr. Mac. Wonder why that is. There should be a wee link in my link tree. Just look up YouTube, go into Mojack's Happy. You'll see a big banner saying Radio Apocalypse. I will check the link tree link afterwards because it should take you to my main channel and it should show a live video broadcasting just now. Oh, Mr. Mac couldn't come and the Mac clan, the Mac people couldn't come and see us. I'm very disappointed. I'm sorry. I apologize. I went to your link tree. It's okay. Right. You went to the link tree. Very good. Cool. Right. So where are we? We're going to run out of time in a second. My son's asking me when will there be another daily rant. I used to do little sort of vloggy things called the Daily Rant. I'm kind of working on one just now. That I've scripted it, but I didn't want it to be more than sort of 6 minutes long, Vertuzo. I just wanted it to be, and it got to 10 minutes and it wasn't good. So I'm going to work on that one tomorrow and might get that content uploaded tomorrow as well. Cognag, it's always a pleasure having you here. But before we go, is there anything you want to say to the world?
Yes.
Tell us.
I do. Love the world and it'll love you back.
This is true. Love the world, it'll love you back. That's very inspiring. Very inspiring indeed. And before we go, I just want to say, did you actually play World of Warcraft?
I did.
You,
Um,
you did?
I liked it so much that before I could even afford it growing up, I
Mhm.
played the demo and got to
Mm.
level 10 as far as it'll let you go. And I
Yeah.
played as that level 10 character for like months.
Oh.
It
Well,
was
do you know
fun.
something?
You could revive people at level 10. So it was cool. They still wanted you around. Yeah. But other than
Yeah.
that, it was good stuff.
I'm
And I
going to
played the
tell you.
originals. I'm talking about like the originals, like the
Yeah.
one with like the screen with the little bit pieces. I did play World of Warcraft a little bit, but I played
Mhm.
mostly Warcraft 2 for back in
Yeah,
the day on PC.
Warcraft 2 and Warcraft were great. They were the tabletop look down
Oh, they
sort
were
of
so
games. Yeah,
good.
they were good.
Those are
World of
my style.
Warcraft was something special though, something special as well. We like all
Yeah, it
those things.
was. Yeah, it was.
Okay, let's have a quick look at Instagram Live. Do I want to hear some good American music? Of course I do. Mr. Enlightened Idiot, you can get in touch with me, send me links, anything that will inspire people just now on my little article piece at the end of the show called The Isolation Games. I like to put things on
You were
that will
secret
inspire
tea
people.
gamer.
Was I what? A secret what? You just behave yourself, young man, right? I don't know what you're talking about. Right. Yes, send me links for any good music, Buddhist. That would be fantastic. I'm always interested in interesting things to put on the show. Right, so we've come to the end of the show. We've talked about various things. The biggest thing I would say is Boris Johnson just being a total idiot right at the start of the show. But then I like to mock Boris because Boris is worth mocking. If you're watching this back on Facebook or YouTube, I would genuinely appreciate your support by clicking a little follow on Facebook and a couple of likes of any of the videos, and also on YouTube. If you subscribe and hit the wee bell, it means that Facebook and YouTube, with their algorithm, I'm just making sure I say that right because my son's watching. He hates it when I say a logarithm because it's not the right word. Okay, that if you hit that, the algorithm basically likes us a bit more, and the more people that do it basically turns the big companies' digital heads towards little tiny streamers like myself. I enjoy this. I do this for fun. It's not like a way I make money from or anything, but I would like to encourage more people to watch it. Okay, we have basically come to the end. I will put my outro on, and you guys can see all my different social medias. And listen, thank you so much for watching us and joining us tonight. We will be back in the morning at, yes, thank you, Virtuzo. Algorithm, not a logarithm, you cheeky little monkey. All right. I love you very much. And I love Ruin and I love Alia very much as well. We miss you in this house greatly. I can't wait to have you back here again. You're a good kid. Just keep doing the schoolwork. And please don't get up at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, you lazy so-and-so. You need to be up early. All right. Good. Right. Are we there? Excellent. Okay, so end of the show. Thank you for joining us. Give us a wee like, give us a wee shout out, give us whatever you want, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for morning coffee at 9:15, maybe 9:20, if all things go well and the laptop does not blow up like this morning. Take care and thank you.